What's up, guys? It's your girl, Just Juju, and this is always 718. Happy Juneteenth. We're living free today. Cheers. I'm here at Savion's place down in Kissimmee, about to have a great meal and catch up with Chef. All right, guys, what I've been waiting for is this lobster bisque, one of my faves on the menu. Oh my God, this thing is so creamy. It tastes so good. I wish you guys could taste it, but I'll taste it for you. It's nice and hot. Oh, Lord. Good.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2233, I'm on 10 again, state your name.
What's up, guys? It's your homegirl, Just Juju, and this is always 718. I have a very special guest today. I have the owner and executive chef of Savion's place down in Kissimmee, Florida, Chef Pouchon.
Thank
Say
you.
hi.
Hi, thank you. Welcome. My name is Chef Pouchon Savion. I'm happy to be here.
So, of course, the first question I have to ask, what area code are you representing today?
You know what? I have to represent 954.
954. Now, tell me, because you know always 718 is Queens,
Yes.
New York.
Yes.
What's that area code?
It's the Diffville area. I grew up in Delray Beach, Florida.
Delray Beach, Florida.
Yes. We moved to Diffville when I was 15 years old, and that's where my mother lives now.
Okay.
And that's where
South
big piece of
Florida.
my heart. Yeah, South Florida.
Okay, okay, but that accent, we got to talk about that accent.
Absolutely.
Were you
Okay,
raised
right.
there or you born there?
I was born in Haiti.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
Port-au-Prince, IET,
Yes.
Sac-Passe.
Naboule.
Yes, so I gotta
Yes.
come down. Today is Juneteenth, first of all, so happy Juneteenth, everybody. We gotta come down here and support our Haitian brother and support a beautiful Black-owned business. And I said, you know, this is the best place to come today because I love the food and I wanted to do something special for Juneteenth. So, how's it
so
been?
much.
You're welcome, you're welcome. And we got my plate and I can't wait to eat my food and we're gonna talk about my food today. But how's it been? You know, I know everything, we're in phase 2 in Florida and everybody, you know, you have some people here, but you know, let's talk about it. Let's talk about, and everything looks great. Everybody's social distancing. And that's the first thing I look at, guys, when I come into a place and say, is it social distance?
That's right.
How's it been though? How's it been?
It's been good. You know, it's been a process. We actually had to kind of really just modify the concept. You know, as soon as you know, we went down to cutting down all the closures and all the restaurants, we automatically went to a mode of to-go. And the fact that we weren't known for our to-goes, so we really had to figure out ways to step our game up, put out signs for delivery here, and then just really putting things out into social media and make that work. So that part has been a little bit of a challenge for us because when people think about our food, they think more of a fine dining, sitting down restaurant.
Right.
They're not thinking about, you know, we can box it, we can make it to go. So we've had to do some different things. You know, we're doing a family menu to go, very inexpensive, as well as maintaining my quality of the food that I, you know, preach and love. And
The quality
whatnot.
is great.
Yes, we're not.
For
like
a great
that
price, I
already.
might add.
Yeah.
The lunch special is my favorite, number
Thank you
one.
so much.
The lunch special, if you're looking for a this is good food. And what I want to say is, being that I'm from New York and you grew up in South Florida, a lot of people don't know that Central Florida has some of the best restaurants and most accomplished chefs. So I want to talk about your background because this place has been here for how long?
We've been here for 8 years now.
8 years, so that's a big accomplishment, right?
Yep, God willing.
Yeah, because usually they give a restaurant about 5 years.
Yes, the most.
The hump
Yes,
is 5 years, right?
Yep.
You
go
made
for
it past the
Once you
hump.
hit 5 years. Correct. We made it past the hump.
Tell me a little bit about your background as a chef. Like, what were you doing before you opened this restaurant?
Well, right before I came to this restaurant, I was working for Season 52.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's a Darden-owned restaurant. A lot of people don't know. It's part of Olive Garden and Outback, not Outback Steakhouse, I'm sorry about that, Longhorn Steakhouse.
Okay,
It's part of that concept, Eddie V's. So I did that for 2 years. And before that, I did an Italian restaurant, which was Brio Tuscan Grill. Had a lot of fun in there. I learned a lot about Tuscan Italian.
I know all
Amazing
those
menu.
places.
Yeah, we serve a lobster bisque. that was to die for, and we serve a lobster base here as well.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to get that. I'm getting that today.
Yes.
So, all right.
I spent a lot of my time at Cheesecake Factory. And that was a
Another
great
place I
experience.
love to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, you worked at all my favorite places,
Yeah.
but yeah, cheesecake. Oh, so that's why.
Scratch kitchen. We made everything from scratch. All the soups, all the sauces, everything from scratch. We had 7 prep cooks in the kitchen. So I've been able to bring some of that experience to what I do here as well.
I have to say everything here is fresh.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna get to the key lime pie because the key lime pie, I've had a lot of key lime pie, but the key lime pie here is
Thank
on
you.
point.
Thank you
okay?
so much. Thank
Because
you.
it's not too sweet,
Thank you.
it's not too tart. That
Yes,
crust,
correct.
it's a graham cracker
Yeah, it's a
crust.
graham cracker crust.
Yes.
Correct. You nailed it.
I
Yes.
love it. It's
Yes.
very good. I'm gonna have that today because I know you have it today. I'm
That's
gonna
right.
have it today.
We do.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about the food more, but I want to talk about like what do you feel it takes? Because a restaurant business is hard, and then with the pandemic, we got hit with a lot of,
we did.
but a lot of people were able to adjust. A lot of people did, like you said, you did the takeout, and you would, and because you're affordable and you have great food, I'm sure that you were able to maintain.
Yes.
But what would you say? This is the question.
No problem.
What would you say to somebody that wants to be in the restaurant business, and how do you stay? 8 years is a long time in the restaurant business. So how do you stay, in this game when it's very tough?
Yes, it is, yes. But my first advice is that they have to be passionate about it. They have to love there's 2 type of leaders that you have to be in the restaurant business. You have to love food, or you have to love the passion of serving people and entertaining. That part is a different beast because, I guess is always correct. So you have to be able to handle every situation properly in the front house, and in the kitchen it's a totally different ways because we're making things happen. It's a machine, but you have to be passionate about it. It can't be a job. It has to be something that you come in and you just can't wait for the next day. Okay, when I create a dish, I can't wait to see the expression of it in your eyes. And then I'm gonna continue to look for that second background because it looks great, but I want to make sure it tastes great. So
I can't wait.
So you have to love it. You have to be passionate about it.
I gotta
You do
taste
it.
the tostones.
Thank you.
Now,
There's 2 reasons.
I didn't
want
want to cut you off, Chef.
No
but
worries. No worries. Thank you. Holiday. Freshly made. Thank
I put it
you.
back
So
because
bomb.
you're not having any.
Thank you. I find the people that makes that decision and understand that when your friends are out having a great time during the holidays, you're gonna be in that grind and you're gonna grind it out. So if you love to entertain and you're passionate about the business and you're passionate about your food, you're gonna be successful.
Now, talking about passionate about the food, there's not one time that I've come here that you have not come out and greeted your customers, and to me, that's amazing because it's busy in the kitchen.
Yes.
It's busy in the kitchen. Sometimes you have a packed house, you don't have time, but you always come and you greet your customers and you give a little time and talk, and that's like the equivalent to the equivalent to a doctor having good bedside manner. And I feel like that's very important when you have a restaurant. So you definitely do have the passion,
Great way
and
to put it.
yeah, and we know you love the food. We know you love the food because just the way you put things together.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move along because I have a lot of questions, but I'm not gonna keep you. I know you have things to do and people are coming in, so I don't want to keep you too long. But I want to talk about what you like as far as your favorite foods. Like I know that you're gonna tell me what your favorite food is on the menu, but what do you like to eat when you're at home? What do you eat, Chef,
eat
when
when
you're
I'm
at home? You eat this food when you're at home, or you eat Haitian food? What do you eat?
Oh my God.
McDonald's?
I'm a foodie.
I'm a foodie too.
I do make a run from McDonald's once in a while. I have kids, so we do make a run from McDonald's or Taco Bell. But my favorite food is I'm a fish person. I love fish. Growing up in the islands, you just love to appreciate fish.
A good red snapper.
Yes, a good red
A
snapper.
red snapper.
Yes.
That's a good fish right
Yes,
there.
I love some Haitian food too. It's the seasoning that makes Haitian food really, comes out. And I think I try to bring a little bit of that twist to my food.
Yes.
The way the meat is marinated,
Yes.
you know, it sits in there, and then really get that seasoning to the fish. And then the rest is just, you know, you present it well, and then the rest is just, you know.
So I'm glad that you touched on that, because this, I wouldn't consider this a Haitian restaurant, you know, because it's more of a modern cuisine. You incorporate a lot of different, of course we have the island, we have some tostones, plantains, banan, like the Haitian people would call it, and you have the fried pork, the chicharron. So you're incorporating the island, but you also have other selections on your menu too that wouldn't be considered like, you know, island or Haitian. Tell me about those. Oh, I do know one. The jambalaya.
Correct, yeah.
The jambalaya. And the gumbo.
Thank you.
Oh,
yes,
we're going to talk about that, because you got a good compliment from somebody.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. But these are original Louisiana dishes. A jambalaya is made of chicken and rice and shrimp. And we use a ground filet. That's what gets the color in it. Lots of vegetables into that mix. And it's a New Orleans recipe. As well as the gumbo, we'll do a seafood gumbo with the live crab coming out of the gumbo with shrimp. And sometimes we'll even add some crawfish into the gumbo. But the ground filet and the way we make the roux really brings it out of those two dishes. And like the young lady said earlier, Juju said, earlier, that our food is, we're not a Haitian restaurant, we're a modern American restaurant, but we do a little bit of twist of everything, you know what I mean? We taste tostones, we do a meatloaf as well, we have a filet on the menu, we have a pork ribeye, which was Chef Emerald's favorite when he came into the restaurant.
I want to talk about that. Let me talk about that, because we went from New Orleans cuisine, and I went to Mardi Gras this past February. So I got a chance to go to a couple of different restaurants, you know, the normal restaurants that you would go to, and of course I had to go get some jambalaya. I got some gumbo, but we wanted to talk about the biggest accomplishments, and I'm not saying that's the biggest accomplishment, but when you have somebody as renowned as Emerald Lagasse come and sit in this restaurant and say your gumbo and your jambalaya is great, and this is a New Orleans native, a top chef.
Yes, amen. Yes, yeah, it was a blessing. We were open for about a year and a half. And Chef Emerald came in and sat right across from us, right here, Miss Judy, and it was an experience. He came in the restaurant, very humble. He walked in the kitchen, and we discussed the gumbo, we discussed the jambalaya, and we discussed the pork ribeye, the dish that he was very impressive with. It was a very nice experience to have Chef Emerald sitting here. But, you know, we do a meatloaf, like I said earlier. We do a salmon salad, a steak salad. So we also hit a lot on the healthy part.
Yes.
Vegetarian burger as well. So we basically, you know, if you want to eat steak today, and I want to be a meatloaf, we want everybody to be able to be
There's
happy. There's
everything on this menu, and I don't want to say everything, but there's something for everyone, and that's what I appreciate about this menu. When I want a salad, I've had salmon here with salad, with greens. I've had steak with salad. I've had chicken with salad, and also when I want something fried, this is what I'm gonna have right now. I got the fried pork, and I get everything, and the desserts are great too. You also have this wine, beer. And that's important. You have to, you know, give a good variety, and I feel like you give a good variety here. And I'm so happy it's still open, because I know we got into the nitty gritty of most of the stuff I wanted to talk about, but I want to do some fun questions with Chef. Nothing crazy, but I do want to ask. Number one, you know, I'm sure the ladies want to know: are you taken?
Yes.
It's taken. Yes, I know. I know you have children, but I wanted to know. But not for me, of course, but for the ladies. But when you met your wife or your significant other, where did you take her out to eat?
Oh my God. Good question.
Yes.
Actually, I did not take her out.
Oh.
I actually cooked for her.
Oh, that's a good answer. But he's a chef.
I did not.
Rightfully so.
Yes,
you should cook if you know how to cook, right?
Yeah, and it was fish. Yeah, it was
and that's how you got it.
It was the fish. Yeah, I went with my strength.
How important is it for a man to know how to cook?
Very important nowadays. Very important. The roles have reversed.
Yes, it's very important for a man that's gonna be after my heart to know how to cook. But we talked about a lot of different things today. I want to get into the food. I want to start eating the food. I think we know a little bit more about you, your upbringing in Haiti and South Florida. I just wanted everybody to know, like, this place, there are some hidden gems. And I wouldn't say this because you've gotten some publicity, but I wouldn't say this is a hidden gem, but this is a lot of restaurant for Central Florida.
Yes,
okay?
we
Because
do.
New York City, I've been to all the good restaurants, but this is comparable to a city restaurant in Manhattan.
Thank you.
Okay? You could
Thank
definitely
you. Thank you.
be in
Thank
Manhattan
you. Appreciate that.
toe to toe with
Thank
those
you.
guys.
Well, thank you. I
Okay,
appreciate that.
I'm gonna get into the food now because it's
Yes.
been there. I'm
Yes.
hungry. I'm
Yes.
ready to
Me
eat.
too.
I
Yes.
want to say thank you so much, Chef.
You're very welcome.
I know you're a
Pleasure. I
very
enjoyed
busy
it.
man.
Absolutely.
I wanted to
Enjoyed
do
it.
something special today.
Thank you. Oh, it means a
Every
lot.
time I come here,
Thank
you always
so
make me
much.
feel welcome.
Appreciate it. You're always welcome.
And let me
You're
try
always
this
welcome.
food.
Yes.
Let me try
please.
this food in front of you. Okay, I have some.
So much.
Tell me what I have on my plate.
Okay. Here we have the fried plantains. Absolutely. And then we have the tostones. This is a fried pork. And the sauce that we have pair up with, we have the mayo ketchup. So that's mayonnaise and ketchup. Remoulade, fresh calamaris with banana peppers over the top, and a little bit of salad right here for you with fresh diced tomatoes and julienne iceberg lettuce as well.
Perfect. I love it.
Yes, yes.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tear this up.
Thank you.
Please
do.
I didn't get my lobster bisque yet, but I'm gonna have that. And when I get my key lime pie, I'm gonna show you guys. But once again, I don't want to speak with my mouth full, but once again, I want to
so
thank
much.
you, Chef.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much for
Pleasure.
having me. You know I'm
Pleasure.
always gonna come back here.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm so happy
Thank you.
that
Appreciate it.
we're open, we're being
Yes.
safe,
Yes.
and the food is still good.
Yes. That's the
Thank
key.
you.
Yes.
So this
Thank
is
you very
Just
much.
Juju and Chef,
Thank
and
you.
this is always 718. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, Juju. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here.
All right, guys, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Time for dessert, the key lime pie. Now, when I say the key lime pie is the bomb, I was not lying to Chef. Now, I wish you guys could, I say this all the time, I wish you guys could taste this good food that I'm having. But in order for you to taste that, you gotta come check me out. Let's try this. Oh my God. It's even better than I remembered.